Hey, there we go. Hopefully I'm on. Hello everyone, I'm Robert, that guy you met today. If we haven't met, go ahead and scroll through my YouTube videos and let's get to know each other. Let's see, I'm just going to make sure that all of this is cooperating. I was having trouble getting my computer to connect. It looks like I'm good. If you're here watching, can you tell me if you can hear me? In the meantime, I'm just going to pretend like people can hear me. All right. So I just kind of wanted to do an update because I haven't posted an update in a couple of days, and I just wanted to kind of say why. Right now, obviously coming to you from home. The car, I've been having a bit of trouble with the car. In the earlier episode, I was talking about how the car was having sort of a stalling issue. That was really kind of the easiest way for me to describe it. But I just want to kind of go into detail as to exactly what's going on. And if you guys have any suggestions about what it may be, please drop me a comment. But what's going on with the car is that it starts up just fine. Starts up immediately, runs strong, drives strong, shifts strong. And that's from a cold start. Now, if the car has an opportunity to warm up to operating temperature and I guess get heat soaked, the car will die every single time. It'll just stop working. It'll just pull the plug on itself. And then it won't restart until the motor has completely cooled off. It runs strong and normal until it doesn't. When it dies, it doesn't sort of go down and then kind of like put out or anything. Like it just completely shuts down. And the other day I was trying to we were trying to diagnose some things and kind of just taking the car around our industrial complex and just driving around in circles, basically doing laps of our complex to just get the engine up to temperature, but without going so far away that if we had to push it back, that it was going to be a whole issue. So we did that, and we just kept getting the same exact problem. I've heard all kinds of suggestions, some from viewers and some from some people that I've seen around town. I've explored a lot of those things to no avail. Right now, I'm leaning towards it being some sort of fuel injection issue. But at this point, it could be any number of things. I don't know. It's really frustrating because, like I said, otherwise the car runs perfectly. I mean, absolutely like a champ. And then it just stops. It's the weirdest, most aggravating thing ever. But so with that, I could order a bunch of parts and try to do that myself. The problem is I'm not in a position with my budget to be wrong about what's going on with this car. If I buy a set of injectors and that's not what's going on, then that's really going to hurt me down the line with what I need to do for radio controlled stuff. I'm still trying to preserve a good chunk of my budget for all the radio control stuff we have to do. So this is the kind of thing that I've got to get it right the first time. So I think I'm going to be, I'm going to be taking the car to a professional to figure out what's going on with that, because we've got to get it right the first time. So with that, I've been having a really hard time finding a shop that'll even talk to me, quite frankly. But finding a shop that is willing to work on the car. I've been hunting around for probably 2 weeks now for a shop, and they're either sketchy, which I feel like most of these shops are going to be sketchy just by nature, or they just want nothing to do with working on the car. Sometimes it's because it's a Corvette. Other times it's because it is just a weird car that doesn't have a roof or body panels and has to be stored inside. I never thought in a million years that the issue that I was going to run into was finding someone to work on this car. Because, I mean, to me, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, it's just another Chevy. And apparently, these shops beg to differ. So I guess you guys just bear with me. This is something that's kind of stopping me in my tracks right now because this is a problem we have to get sorted out before we can really continue to the next part. We're going to go ahead and get started on the radio control conversion a little bit earlier in the process than I originally planned. That's due to some behind the scenes stuff that's going on. But like I said, just bear with me for just a moment. We're going to get this sorted out. I'm hoping sometime this week we're going to get that sorted out. And then hopefully in the week after that, we'll go ahead and get everything set up to get our radio control stuff on order to get it into the shop. And then I'm hoping that during that transit time when we're ordering those RC parts, that I can do a little bit of the tidying up of the wiring harnesses and some of the other stuff just to clean the car up a bit and have it ready for a press conference. It's actually happening not this week, but early the following week, where we're going to have a news crew out here and some visitors, including the mayor of our town. It's going to be coming out and checking out our space and checking out the car. So, you know, I really want the car to be working when people are going to be coming to see it. So I got my fingers crossed. We're going to be trying that out. So I just wanted to update and say that I guess there isn't an update, but I guess give you guys a reason why there hasn't been an update. Also, in the meantime, let me know if you guys would be interested in sort of a side project. There were some other things that I was going to do kind of after all this was done, like an Alexa-enabled smart potato gun, and my Alexa just turned on cancel. Okay. And that's something I've been kind of threatening to do for a while. Would you guys like to see that? I've also got a project to do with building sort of a body and a hood for the car. The only thing with that is that I can't really get too deep into that without having the car fixed, so I'm kind of limited there. But I've got some really cool projects that involve making smart devices. So I don't know. If you guys have any interest in that, let me know. Rather than have no content coming out, if you guys would be interested in that, I'd love to hop on some of that. So let me know. And thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and supporting this build. If you have any ideas about what could be going on with the car that don't involve the fuel injectors or the EGR system, please drop them down below. I'd really like to know. And like I said, just to recap, the car only has this problem once it's heat soaked. When it's cold, it runs perfectly. There's no symptoms while driving or running the engine. It just is driving fine, and then suddenly it's not. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.